Microsoft just made some big changes to the Copilot interface, and these are 9 new updates that you need to know. Now, if you're thinking again, I understand that it is hard to keep up with all of these changes that seem constant. My students say the same thing all of the time, but there is a purpose behind these changes with the end goal of simplifying and standardizing the user experience. So, in this tutorial, we'll break it down. And by the way, my name's Amy. Let's nerd out. Number one is the waffle icon on the Microsoft homepage. So if you head to m365.cloud.microsoft, then this lands you on the Copilot chat homepage. And finally, we can access the waffle icon on the top left of the navigation there. So this is similar in all of the other Microsoft 365 applications and allows us to easily switch between these apps. Previously, it was tucked away in the bottom here, and it was a little bit annoying to get to where you want to go. So now we can select that waffle icon and easily navigate to our other applications. Now, there are two other items here, which is the Create application, which is part of that Copilot license, allowing us to create images and other content. So it's your own personal creator studio. And we also have notebooks here. So notebooks were previously accessed on the left navigation. We can now access notebooks from the waffle icon. So these two Copilot applications are being treated like the other applications within the Microsoft 365 suite. Number two is Cowork. So from the top left of our navigation, we have a toggle for chat and then now a new toggle for Cowork. So this is available for users that have that premium Copilot license. Now, Cowork used to be accessible as part of the Frontier program in this agents area, but now it has just been announced for public availability, and we can now toggle between chat and the Cowork at the top here. So for those of you that are new, Cowork brings the power of Claude Anthropic into our Microsoft account, where we can delegate full-fledged tasks, such as organize my inbox or arrange my week. It is very cool and has received some incredible feedback. But it is on a pay-per-billing schedule. But if you are interested, I will include 2 links in the description for you to dive into further. Number three is a new Copilot chat experience. So I'm in that chat area on our top left navigation. And you'll see here on the top right, I have a new Copilot. So it kind of looks similar to that new Outlook toggle. Right now, mine is toggled on, and this gives me a couple of new features that we will be running through. But one of the first major differences here is for premium users, we no longer have that work or the web toggle from the top. Instead, it has been replaced by this Work IQ. So for Work IQ, right now it is toggled on, but if I click it, then we can cross that out. So this now simplifies that navigation and just has a cleaner experience. Now, the Work IQ means that you have a Copilot premium license, and Copilot is grounded in your work data. So, for example, I can prompt Copilot and just say, summarize the latest from Mike, organized by emails, chats, and meetings. Now, if you don't have this Work IQ toggle here, then that means that you just have a basic version of Copilot, and using a generic prompt where you're asking Copilot to scan your emails, chats, and meetings is not going to work because Copilot is only grounded in the web. Whereas if we have this Work IQ toggle, then Copilot can be grounded in our work data as well as on its general knowledge from the internet. As a little tip here, we can select these 3 dots on the right, and then you can also toggle off web search if you like. Now, if you want me to create content that is more relevant to you, then let me know in the comments below whether you have that basic version of Copilot or if you have the premium version of Copilot. Let me know in the comments because this genuinely helps me understand my audience better. Number four is a preview pane for our sources. So we can see here in this output that I have a couple of emails from Mike. So if I click on this little source icon, then this is now going to open up in a preview pane within the chat experience. Rather than opening up a whole new Outlook pane, I can now toggle back and forth between these two, which reduces context switching. And as a little tip here, if you do want to open this up in Outlook, you can follow the link from the top right here. Number five is a new chat button. So previously, if we wanted to start a fresh chat conversation to have a clean slate, then there would be a new chat button from the top right here. but it has now been moved over to the left. So this one gets me all of the time. I'm still in that adjustment phase, but the goal is to simplify the controls on the top right here and move the main items to the left navigation. Number 6 is chat capabilities. So from the prompt box here, if we select this plus icon, then you'll see a new item called add capabilities. So some of these items, such as research a topic or analyze data, these are actually agents. And these items here allow us to easily create documents right from the Copilot chat. So rather than toggling on to that agent, we can now just access these items from this add capabilities in the main chat pane. Now, one item that I really like here is this generate an image. So rather than going up to this apps icon and then going to the create tab for that full image creator. From the Copilot chat area, we can just toggle on that image creation. And this gives us a simplified view so that we can customize our image from the regular chat area. Number 7 is a new prompt gallery. Now, most of my students don't even know that this exists. So if we select these 3 dots from the chat area, then this opens up the prompt lab where we can access our saved prompts or even our shared prompts. And then there's also a full library of prompts here that can help you get started using Copilot chat. You know, it's really easy to use Copilot. We can use any of these prompts and then just send them and hope for the best. But if you want to get better results when you chat with Copilot, then I would recommend downloading my Copilot starter pack that is linked in the pinned comments below. Number 8 is a new location for the Copilot icon inside of our Microsoft 365 apps. So here I am in Microsoft PowerPoint, and you'll notice on the bottom right here that this is the new Copilot icon. Now, this was one of the more frustrating updates for most people, but the goal was to harmonize the experience across other 365 applications. So for example, in Microsoft Planner, where there is not really a ribbon, the Copilot icon is in the bottom right. So this is just Microsoft trying to harmonize that experience. However, this can definitely get in the way, particularly with Microsoft Excel, in which case we can right click the Copilot icon. You could either dock it to the side to tuck it away, or we can go move to ribbon. And then now it will be back in that former location. Which leads us to number 9, which is a new allow editing or agentic mode inside of the Microsoft 365 apps. Now, if you haven't really been impressed with Copilot inside of applications such as PowerPoint or Word, then this allow editing tool has been very impressive. I've received a ton of great feedback in my group training sessions. And you'll notice here that this branded PowerPoint presentation was created from scratch using one prompt with this allow editing mode. So if that interests you at all, then check out this video here.